Hello everyone, my name is Robb Lott and I work for Whale and Dolphin Conservation here in the UK. As an island nation, we're incredibly blessed to have a rich marine environment with one of the longest coastlines in the whole of Europe. 28 species of whales, dolphins and porpoises have been recorded in our waters. The most commonly cited species are harbour porpoise and bottlenose dolphins, but if you head to the north off the coast of Scotland, there's a chance to encounter our resident or semi-resident pods of orcas. The West Coast community of orcas, which, as their name suggests, are most often encountered on Scotland's west coast around the Hebridean Islands. This is a tiny population of just 8 individuals, though in recent years only these 2 males have been spotted with any regularity and positively identified. The male with the big notch out of the trailing edge of his dorsal fin is the legend that we know as John Coe. He was an adult when he was first spotted in 1980, which makes him one of the oldest, if not the oldest, wild male orcas on the planet today at around 60 years of age, or maybe more. Most summers, John Coe and the other male here, Aquarius, are seen off Scotland, but for the past few years they seem to take off and do a grand tour of the island of Ireland and have been spotted off the southwest Irish coast and the west coast of Wales as they make their way back up north through the Irish Sea. These guys are marine mammal eaters. For several years, I had regular reports of John Coe passing the headlands of Pembrokeshire in southwest Wales, almost on exactly the same day in early June. This is a struggling population though, and no calves have been observed in the group in over 20 years. Tragedy struck in the first few days of 2016 when this adult female from the population known as Lulu was washed ashore dead on the Hebridean Isle of Tiree, her body entangled in fishing rope. A necropsy revealed that levels of PCB contamination in Lulu were incredibly high. They were 20 times higher than the safe levels that we would expect for cetaceans to be able to manage. That puts her as one of the most contaminated animals on the planet in terms of PCB burden and does raise serious questions for the long-term survivability of this group. These chemicals were banned from Europe in the 1970s, but are still in the marine environment and upper atmosphere today. Lulu came from a tiny population. She had a name and experienced a deeply unpleasant death. Unfortunately, her death was directly or indirectly caused by human impact. Every year, in May, WDC takes part in an Orca Watch event in the far north of Scotland, and this coincides with the time that we welcome our Icelandic visitors. Nobody knows exactly why, but 33 individuals who have been identified from an Icelandic Orca catalogue of over 430 individuals make the 1,000-mile journey across the North Atlantic from Iceland, where they feed on herring, to Scotland, where they switch prey and target seals. And none are more famous than this matriarch Musa, who was first identified in 1999 in Iceland and then spotted in Scotland in 2008. She has been seen back each season since with her pod in Scotland. This is most likely a cultural tradition that Musa learned from her mother and now extends to her offspring, Guna, Summer and Tide. Musa has again this year already been spotted back in the area just in April. Another famous Icelandic orca, this time a male known as Hulk, also regularly makes the trip to Scotland. Further north again, to the outer realm of the British Isles, you will find the Northern Isles of Orkney and Shetland, which appear to host a thriving community of orcas. Orcas can be seen here at any time of the year. The more regularly encountered pods are known as the 64s, which comprises of 4 individuals, the 65s group, which is a group of 6, and the 27s pod, which currently has 8 members. Until relatively recently, the 64s and the 65s were one group, but have recently split for reasons that remain unclear. Maybe it was the death of a matriarch, or because they'd reached their natural maximum group size for hunting seals and are now more effective as smaller units. This video is from early July 2020 and shows the 27th pod on the lookout for seals and porpoises. Interestingly, this pod has made the Scotland-Iceland shuffle in reverse, as in 2017, the 27s were observed hunting harbour porpoise off the north coast of Iceland. Further offshore again and out into deeper UK waters, fishing trawlers often report large pods of orcas following the mackerel migration each October. So that's a brief overview of the orca scene here in the British Isles, but no matter where these majestic creatures roam, home for a wild orca is with each other. Many thanks for your time.